Hello everyone, and welcome to my Jarvan the 4th guide. Uh, I'll be focusing on the jungling route for him. You can play him as solo top, but I prefer jungling with him because the ganks are just too awesome. And yeah, just get right into his abilities, and god damn that Yorick got away with so low HP. Okay, his abilities. Okay, first of all, his passive is Martial Cadence, which deals 6% of the target's current health as physical damage, as bonus physical damage. It gets better, I don't know, at the beginning it's 6%, now it's 8% at level 7, so it gets stronger. Yeah, it's pretty cool. It can't occur all the time, of course, but every 6 seconds on the same target it will deal the bonus damage, so it's pretty useful, pretty cool, and also good for jungling. And then his Q is Dragon Strike, which, well, just look at it. He just shoots kind of his spear forward, deals attack damage, physical damage, and is lowering the armor of the enemies by a certain amount. I'm not sure. It just gets better, of course, as you level it up. His W is Golden Aegis, which, yeah, it's a shield and slows all enemies around in the area of effect. Yeah, pretty cool for escaping, but I don't max it first. I just put 1 point into it because the slow is pretty useful for ganks. Yeah, then the mission started. Oh god, I can't talk today. The mission started. It's Jarvan throws his flag. It deals magic damage, so it's not your main source of damage. But the good thing about it is it gives you attack speed and bonus armor, which are 2 stats that are just great for jungling and just help out a lot. And when you combine his E and his Q, I'll show it here. When you shoot his E forward and then aim with your Q to it, Jarvan will pull himself to it, and yeah, just push up enemies that are in the path. So pretty cool. And his ultimate is Cataclysm. I'll show it right here. Yeah, it's cool. It's well, it's good for locking out enemies and just pretty cool in team fights when you want to single out targets. But you really have to learn how to use it, because I've seen many Jarvans that just yeah. I'm not saying that I get it perfect every time. You just have to get a feeling for it when you should ult and when you shouldn't. So that's just something that comes with time. But one of the most fun things in League of Legends is blowing up people with his ultimate. I just love doing that. When you do it once, you'll get to love it too. Well, here in this clip you can just see again how good you can escape with Jarvan. It's just the EQ combo through the wall and you're gone, and you just survive it without problems. And yeah, if you mix flash into it, works great. And then in the next clip I just want you to show one cool thing about the E. And if you aren't sure if someone's in the bush or not, you can just throw E in and it will highlight the enemies if they are standing in it, like here in this clip. So pretty useful and awesome. My runes and summoner spells are pretty standard. I take the armor pen reds, move speed quints, magic resistance blues, 4 attack speed yellows, and the rest armor yellows. This is one of my favorite rune setups. I use it with Vayne, I use it with other junglers, and it also works with Jarvan. I just like the movement speed quints because they help so much with the ganks, and with the flash nerf, it just works out great and really helps. And the attack speed, just another boost for the jungle to clear it quicker. I take smite, of course, flash, but sometimes I also like to switch up flash with ignite or exhaust, depending on how I feel and depending on the enemy team. So yeah, I mean, Jarvan has to kind of build in flash with his E and Q, so you can decide if you want it or not. My masteries are kind of maybe weird, but they work out for me. I take 15-15. You can see them in the picture. Work out great with Lee Sin and Jarvan, and also other junglers. You can try this. Pretty cool, and yeah, works good for me. Okay, let's get into my jungle route. You can see it here in the background, and my starting items are Claw of Armor and Health Pot, and I first pick my E and just throw it down to a blue golem, and you should be able to do it without the pull, but the pull is always good. So yep, just pop the health pots whenever needed, and try to stay at full health with the new jungle. It's not that hard. And yeah, you can see my next items then are Heart of Gold, Wriggle's Lantern, and Boots. I first when I'm level 3 after a red buff, I try to gank. If the gank fails, I just go into the jungle and keep farming until I have money for boots or mad reds, and then just try to get Wriggle's Lantern as fast as possible, and after that Heart of Gold and Philosopher's Stone, but it will be shown in a second here. Yeah. Oh yeah, looks so dead. Yep, here's Philosopher's Stone, Mercury Threads, and Atmos Impaler. Heart of Gold and Philosopher's Stone give you gold per second, and it's just a really useful effect. It just helps so much getting the items faster, and yep, Atmos just for the damage. And after that, I just finish off the build with Aegis of the Legion, Randuin's Omen, and Shiranias. But this is more of kinda support Jarvan. That's what I'm aiming for with him, just helping your team, being annoying in team fights, and not being the main source of damage, but more like a CC tank with a bit of damage. So that's what I'm aiming for with him. But of course you can switch up the items, like you can go for a Trinity Force, you can take Banshee's Veil if the enemy team is really AP caster heavy. So you can just decide what you want to do with him. He's very versatile, so go ahead with that. One thing I don't really like with him is going pure AD or armor penetration. It can work in normal games, but I wouldn't advise you to do it in ranked games. He's just not the main source of damage. In my opinion, it just works out great with tanky build. And yeah, with this build with Heart of Gold and Philosopher's Stone, you can stay in the jungle forever and you get more gold. Although you don't, even if you don't stay in lane and can farm, you still get a lot of gold with this build. Okay, as you can see here, it's a pretty nice team fight, and yeah, I'm just gonna talk about pros and cons here and his role in the team fight. Pros and cons of Jarvan. Definite pro is that he's not a 6300 champion, he's a 4800 champion, so he's not as he doesn't cost as much as other new champions, and also not many champions play him. He's, in my opinion, very underestimated, and it takes some time to play with him. I mean, he's a fun character. You really have to practice the EQ combo in team fights and where to place your E and also when to use your ultimate. This can really decide the outcome of a team fight. Well, pros. He can just. He has a lot of CC. He can really help the team. He's not a standalone champion. He's only good in the team. You shouldn't try to just go 1v1 and kill off everyone. Just stay in the team. Just help your team. And that's just where he shines in these big team fights, and also with ganks. Another pro is the ganks with his EQ combo and red buff are just ridiculous. They're just so strong. Work out great. Cons would probably be that, like I said, he doesn't have the highest damage output. That could be the reason for not too many people playing him. Not only jungle but also solo top, although I think he's very good solo top. But I'm not gonna go into that right now. Yup. There we go, that's Jarvan. And what did I want to talk about then? Let me think for a second. Oh yes, his ultimate. His ultimate should be used when you want to lock down targets in teamfights or lock out targets like the AD carry. Or if you have a team and you just talk for Skype or TeamSpeak, just say, okay, I'm gonna focus this, stay close to me, so you get into this circle, and just your team gets like in this close circle. You can just focus down this one champion you want to focus down, and then just destroy the barrier and take on the rest of the team. Well, yeah. Or just being, like I said, the annoying tank and just jumping on some squishy character. Yep. Guess that's Jarvan for me, and I really enjoy playing with him. He's very versatile. You can try lots of item builds of him, and one of my favorite junglers for now. So you should definitely try him out. What else is there to say? I mean, cool champion. Try him. If you're looking for AD junglers or tanky champions, he's just so useful in team fights. Yeah. I hope I have talked about everything I wanted to talk about there. Well then, I hope you enjoyed this guide. That's my Jarvan guide, and I hope I could be of some use to you. If you have any requests for champions I should do or do guides for, just comment on it. Yeah, thanks for watching. Oh, and the one thing I forgot to mention completely is that Jarvan eats up a lot of mana. He likes that, and that's also one reason for Philosopher's Stone, because you get the mana regen and you then can give the blue to your AP caster in middle. So, yeah, one thing I just wanted to mention.